I'm here now with Dr. Alka Kalra, founder and director, Eduscan Group in Dubai. Dr. Kalra has been working here for many, many years. I think over 2 decades, right? And you started your career in Abu Dhabi and moved over to Dubai for work and for better opportunities with children. Dr. Kalra, I have a few questions to ask you. Let me begin by asking you about your experience in the conference for autism, challenges and solutions.
Thank you so much for asking, because I think I'm sort of, if I use the word mesmerized, I am so delighted. I mean, I've been in the region for over 2 decades, but I found this conference to be pretty holistic in its approach, because we have top-notch experts from variety of fields. So everything under one roof, and there's immense teaching and learning happening. There are so many researches which are so empirical in nature, so scientific. I think being a psychologist in this domain, I've been quite focused on the kind of the work I do. But now, after this 3 days, I think my brain has so much what I'm thinking about, that how to have this holistic approach. I am really, really very happy, and it's been a big success.
Great. Great to hear. Great to get those inputs. They resonate with pretty much what I have been thinking about. And I'm so glad I found a voice echoing the same sentiments.
Thank you.
My next question is to do with being here for a long time and having done reasonably well, dedicating your life to the passion that you have inherently as a psychologist to be of service to others. What, in your opinion, is the scope for taking this forward, this conference forward? What can we see for, let's see, in the UAE, how can we go about it, maybe? If that's the right way to put it. I don't know.
It's a lovely question, actually, and you've touched the chord in my heart. And I think you've sort of worded a question so beautifully well. So much of learning, so much of excitement, so much of knowledge. And after all this knowledge, unless really converted into an action, we really do not get the fruits of it. So I think past 2 nights, when I go back, we've been up here at 9 and discussing with the experts till 9:30 every night. And today is, that physical exhaustion is not there, but I think a mental exhaustion is certainly there. There's so many questions in my mind, and somehow being away from my own country and being in this region for now about 29 years. And we have a large expat community here. And I am going to be very, very straight out here, because being a psychologist, I've seen we have a lot of resources, lot of facilities, amazing things happening for the people out here. But I still think affordability is something very important for expats, because the moment there is a child with a challenge who's differently able, there are a lot of costs get added onto a family. And many things which they want to do, they're not able to do it. Now, if we are able to provide the kind of the platforms, I personally believe at a affordable thing. Now, when we are talking with people, Homes of Dreams is something which touched my heart. A person from Italy said that it was started by the parents, and today it is all totally free because government has given that kind of an umbrella. And believe it, a psychologist in me say that these children are not the responsibility of the family alone. They are the responsibility of the community. this society. And if I am a child and I'm born at a family where there's no affordability, do I live my life in a vacuum? Don't I have a desire or a heart or a right to be helped? And believe it, there's so many expats. I mean, especially post-corona period, they will sit in front of you and cry, and they talk about it. Where is the place for me? Where do I take my child to? I know I need speech therapy. I know I need occupational therapy. I know my child needs behavioral interventions, but where and how? So I think, ma'am, what you've asked is, you've touched my heart, and I would want that there are people like me who are here for years together, and now we feel we are more like of this zone than our home countries. So if we could have a platform where, we integrate all this knowledge which we have learned, and then create the platforms for literally everybody who's here in this country. And I see it as a possibility. It's just, connecting the dots. That's it. And the moment we are able to connect the dot, I mean, UAE will be mind-blowing platform where people will talk about how the strategies came into action. So my request to the authorities is that if we could certainly do something for the expat community. And we have lovely resources. Some places I feel even resources are underutilized. But if those doors are open to everyone, I think amazing results can be achieved. And another point which I would like to say, that platforms like this, so being a licensed psychologist in the country, it's a part of my license renewal that I must have my CPDRs. Now, for CPDRs, we travel across the world to get and learn the best and come back and help the people whose lives we try to touch on. And a platform like this should actually be officially giving those CPDRs.
There would be, I'm sure.
Well, I'm not aware of it. I think I have to get back to, because I am in Dubai and Community Development Authority has licensed me. I need to go back and check. But if this happens officially at the official level, so be it Abu Dhabi or Dubai, we are all UAE. I'm sure that's going to be amazing. And that will bring in more professionals here, more learning, and the quality of the work will go better. So when I look around, I find less professionals from Dubai out here. Sorry to make this statement, but maybe they're not aware that these are going to be counted for their CPDRs. And I think we're working for a region where we need to put in this efforts. So probably if we look into it, that will be another amazing feather in the cap.
Those are really intriguing questions that you sparked off in my mind, and I hope and pray we can work together collaboratively to do something. All the very best to you for the amazing work you're doing, and thank you for the interview.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks a lot.